Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Angela?
Feeling a bit normal.
Are you really? Feeling normal. That reminds me of that Snow White joke that I sent you the other day, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. So anyway, okay, just put a comment in if in the last week you've said the word normal.
Or new normal.
Or even new normal. Let's get back to the normal. Let's get back to norm. It's almost one of those phrases now and words that has become, it's synonymous with just getting really angry now. Oh, what's your new normal? Oh, shut up, really?
I think that's just you, Alan.
No, it isn't. So many people are saying it now. It's taken over from Greta. I posted on your Facebook page about that. You know, you were saying on Facebook about all the things that have happened in 2020 that are really abnormal. One of the things you missed off on there was, where's Greta now?
She's at home. I did see one interview with her at home, actually. But, I mean, thank goodness, poor girl. She was travelling all over the place and having to do it by boat. Yeah. So she didn't do it with regards to the flying. I mean, if she could have flown around the world, but that sort of went against the grain, really, didn't it?
Well, one thing that has returned back to normal.
I meant to say, look at you, your haircut. It looks so much darker, doesn't it, when it's shorter as well?
Yeah. Yes. Courtesy of my wife and some Nikki Clarke strimmers.
My strimmer finally arrived this week. Thank God. That's been missing for 2.5 weeks. They ended up sending a new one. But no, my hairdresser, I'm booked in for the 9th. So I think, those roots. I'm getting used to them. I quite like them. They're my new normal. I think I quite like it. It's all right.
So look, as trainers, as we are, what was your normal prior to this COVID thing?
So before this all happened, my normal was traveling every 4 weeks. So I'd have 4 weeks in the UK and I'd have 2 weeks in APAC. So I'd either go north to Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, Vietnam, or I'd go south, both via Dubai to Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, and do that. So 2 weeks away, 4 weeks here, 2 weeks away. When I was back home and doing work, and my normal was 5 days a month, 6 days a month, I'd actually do delivery and training. And then, of course, we all know as trainers that it's twice as long to actually create a course to do that. But I would be sitting at home in my jammies. Well, not my jammies, my onesies. I've got an array of different onesies depending on how I'm feeling.
Just you talking about your previous normal. Everybody else is probably thinking, really? All of that traveling, Singapore, APAC, Bangkok, Hong Kong. We're thinking, that's not normal.
That's been my last 4 years, but that was the plan. My daughter's been at uni for 4 years and I've got 4 years of, I'm off. Where am I going? But luckily decided on the UK this year. Yeah. So what was your normal before? I guess you do a lot of traveling as well.
Not as much as that, but I have in front of me, you can't actually see this because it's in front of me, a Sasco year wall planner, because I'm quite a visual person. So effectively my year at the start of the year was all my mapped out training dates, so a normal for me was having, either 2 or 3 retained clients, blocking out all their dates for January right the way through to December. And of course, when this hit, I had to get the rubber out, and it's looking very clear at the moment. Even the lines that I blocked out for holiday, that's been rubbed off, and it's just sort of moved down. The days that I had blocked out for golf, that's gone. So,
I got the notice yesterday. I was meant to be at Camila Cabello at the O2 last night because I suddenly got a massive money come into my account yesterday, and I was like, what's that all about? And then I thought, I wonder if it's those tickets. And it was last night it was meant to be. So all of those things have gone, haven't they? So it's certainly working at home.
That was my normal traveling to occasionally Amsterdam, but mostly down to Portsmouth and parts of the UK. Nothing quite as exotic as you.
Malta a lot as well.
Did I go where?
Malta, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, got a lovely client in Malta. Yeah, like working out there when you can get it. But then, look, we all know that the sort of, there's no classroom training. I'm not even sure if I'll see the inside of a classroom this year, but So that's the old normal. What's the current normal for you?
So the new normal, maybe we should have a drinking game. Yes.
Normal.
Well, that was the thing as well. Actually working and drinking. I mean, that's going back 25, 30 years. Friday afternoons, that's sort of where it came about from, wasn't it? When we used to work, Friday afternoon, you used to get the drink out. So that's become the new normal again. Is Louise here? She said she was going to be here with a drink. So give us a cheers, Louise. We go from there. So that's definitely one. Being dressed is another one. If I was at home, I'd never get dressed. It would just be a onesie. I'd have no makeup on. Hair would just be in a bun or something in a scrunchie, and I really wouldn't bother. I only wore makeup if I was going out and delivering. I wouldn't even wear it if I was sort of just going out and seeing friends or whatever. So that's a different one. What about you?
Look, that's a current normal. I got this delivered today. I got some t-shirts delivered from Alex, because obviously I've got Recruiter Fit and the last Cripps and Clarke behind me, and obviously the view from my window over Tower Bridge. But yes, I'm now a recruiting gym coach emblazoned on my chest. But my new normal has become very webinarish, very technical, learning new programs, new techie stuff. You know, not so much the Zoom and Teams, but we're working on programs right now where we can upload new online training that we're doing, and even just navigate my way around the gym sometimes. But my sort of normal has become really confusing and very bitty. And I must admit, I'm not really enjoying it. When you have those chunks blocked out, you think, yep, I'm going to do 3 days there, a day off, and then maybe do some admin or something. But I'm quite looking forward to what the new normal might be now. What do you reckon that's going to be in the next few months?
Well, I think if we're working from home, like you say, I don't think we're going to get inside a training room. So my new normal is still going to be the dogs barking at the courier. We're nuts today in the middle of a recording because the courier, he literally knocked on my door 10 times, and I've got a big knocker, only the one. Stop it. And it was like knocking, and it just kept going on and on and on. And I was like, I had to get up from the webinar in the end. Luckily, it was a Zoom, so I don't think it was on me. I'm not sure. We'll find out when it comes out soon. And I had to open the door and say, everyone's working from home. Why are you making such a racket in the middle of a recording? And it's like, surely the couriers by now have worked out that everyone's in their home. You only need to knock once. They know it's there, and they'll get it sorted. But yes, I think dogs going mad still, and couriers knocking in the middle of a webinar. I think that will still be the normal in the future.
Unless, of course, they are delivering to a house where the courier lives. Then they're not going to be there.
There's probably someone in that house. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. The essential workers are out, aren't they?
You know, they take a photograph of the parcel outside the house.
Yeah.
A couple of times I was around some friends. I was dropping something off, and a courier came up, and he said, I need to take a photograph. And of course I went, and he said, no, you can't be in it. He said, I'll get the sack. I think they get the sack, or they get reprimanded if the people are in it pulling faces or something. It just has to be the parcel at the address. And I thought,
no, make a bit of fun. I think that is going to be the new normal, and that's our present thing as well. It's like, okay, it's a difficult situation, so let's have a bit of a laugh and a joke, please.
Yeah. I think there was a Ricky Gervais quote on Facebook today about, which people that tell you that you shouldn't say that or you shouldn't make jokes of that. Well, you can if you like. And if someone takes offense, because I was always told you don't give offense, you only receive offense. Actually, I've been told that a lot, so I don't know what that says about me. But the thing is, even the sort of the social scene, that's become almost weird, almost abnormal. I'm, with some of my friends, I'm a great hugger. We go in there and whoa, and that's just with the women. With the blokes, it's a bit different. But now it's sort of, wave at the end of the driveway, maybe one of those, but it's just so weird. And I thought I did have a look at what abnormal meant, and abnormal is where you deviate from the norm, the typical, the common. And I'm thinking, actually, that's quite a good thing, isn't it? To deviate from, the boring, standard, typical, normal. We need to be able to adapt and do something different.
Were you just doing that? I'm thinking that needs to be a new normal. We've been shaking hands for 2,000 years, but it was obviously, we've covered this before, haven't we? It was to show that you didn't have a weapon in your hand, and therefore they open hand in that sense. So can we please stop shaking hands? There's no need for it. We're just passing germs around everywhere anyway. So if you meet me, I won't be shaking your hands, but I might give you an elbow bump.
That is really controversial. There's something else. Have you ever been called abnormal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I sort of sound. I should sound surprised, should I? Really. The thing is,
I think it was when I had black hair with blue highlights.
Oh, okay.
I used to be a hair model, and
I think the new normal should be being abnormal.
Yes.
I tell you what isn't normal is when you get two industry professionals dressing up on a Friday, Prince Philip, the Queen, Sir Winston, Vera Lynn, Monty Python, putting different hats on, telling jokes, and then last week destroying every single song that you've ever had in your head as a theme or as a remembrance of something in your life. And they're up to, oh my God, that was just so embarrassing. Angela said online about, I don't know if that was our best or our worst. I'm glad we didn't do a poll on that, by the way.
Well, the fact that people were going, please stop.
No. Well, we did. It's only 15 minutes. I'm sure we can suffer that.
Exactly. So we did think we'd be a bit normal this week. And be us discussing what's going on. Go on, what do you want to say?
Oh, no, there's something else. And I do talk about my wife a lot. Well, we've been together since, we met in 1984, so work out that. So she sometimes, when we're sitting down watching TV or something, she likes to compliment me. And she says things like, you're not normal. She says things, you're wired differently. And I thought, well, we all are, aren't we? We're all wired differently. We all have our, our strengths.
We're all individuals.
We are all individuals. And the thing is, I spot stuff that she doesn't necessarily spot on the TV, even if it's in the credits, or I'll spot something that's a sequencing error in a movie or a program on TV. And when she said to me, not so long ago, she said, you do know you're weird. And I just looked and I said, interestingly, weird is an anagram of wired. And she said, what? And I think this is why I quite like Countdown, because I do actually like just messing around with words and stuff. Do you know what an anagram of your name is?
Oh no, what have you done? No, I haven't. I've never done that. Go on, what have you ended up with?
You're a crapping seal. No, that's crapping. No, it's you're a crapping seal. Mine's all right. I'm a clean lark. Alex, if you spelt yellow without the W, he would be yellow exam. Now, Claire, our mental health specialist, I had to use a little bit of artistic license with her. She has to be a detective sergeant in the police because she is going to be DS Cavalier. There you go. Thank you very much.
Love it.
And if you spell Lucy, Lusie, we have somebody that watches this whose name is Lucy Creation.
Oh.
Guess who that is?
I don't know. Lucy Clarke? No.
Oh, Louise.
Oh, Louise.
Yeah. All right, Lucy Creation.
She does create a lot as well, doesn't she? Give a shout out, actually, while we're here. It's the recruitment tech showcase next week, or the showcase has been happening. It's the conference next week. So normally this is a massive day in the calendar. I've been going for the last couple of years. It's brilliant. It's going to be online. So this may be, and actually I just put it on there so it makes sense to mention it here as well. It might be the new normal for conferences, because I think I got COVID-19. I think I may have had it at the Recruitment Expo in February. I was there both days. And the second day, Stephen O'Donnell, who's probably on here, I ended up, we had about an hour conversation, maybe an hour and a half or so, and he got it as well. So both of us were really ill after that conference. And I'm thinking that is sort of until we get a chance to get rid of this and get the vaccine, then actually conferences like that are going to be no go at all, are they? We're all booked to do the NEC in October for the recruiting gym, but the likelihood of that happening, but hopefully, Louise, you're going to be the first to trial this massive conference next Wednesday. So we've got it all set out. It's all going to be online. Fingers crossed for you. And the recruiting gym is going to be there as well. So, yeah, we'll get a link for that and put that in.
Another new normal, isn't it? The old track and trace, you know.
Yes. I've not heard any more on that, actually, but I've tried to keep away from the news this week. So what's happening with that?
I got an update on my phone. I can't remember if it was Google Maps or some app that I've got on my phone, but it just gave me my month, and it says, this is where you've been this month. This is the places that you've been. And it had photographs, it had the timelines and everything. I'm thinking, oh my.
Are you winding me up?
No, it was on my phone. And it sent me this monthly report. Most of it is around my, you visited Asda's, you visited Aldi, Tesco's. But we did actually, this is really bad, we went to Suffolk.
What for?
On my phone. I'm thinking, oh my God. Don't tell anyone. It's all right. No one's watching anyway.
I think Georgie's put this on your phone. Has anyone else got this on their phone? I've not heard of this. This is, that's so Big Brother, isn't it? Talking about 1984.
Yeah.
Got a link.
Yeah. I don't mind my phone telling me how many steps I've done, but to say this is where you've been, and that's all stored somewhere, this goes beyond cookies. It goes beyond my technical comprehension as well, but there you go.
Well, maybe you were going to ask her to get the cookies.
Yeah. Well, I think what we want to say is have an abnormal weekend. Don't have a normal one. Do something extraordinary. Do something that makes you laugh, makes you happy. Do something abnormal. Angela, going to?
It's going to be sunny, isn't it? But you're right. I'm going to do something abnormal because I'm going to be my strimmer's arrived. I'm going to be hedge cutting.
Excellent.
It's not normal for me.
Good. I'm glad you said hedge and not bush. And on that note,
I missed it. I thought I got past it. Right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy yourself. Have a tickle on us.
Yeah.
And have a happy weekend. We'll see you Tuesday morning, unless Cripps and Clarke taking over the gym. BD. Sales, objection handling, everyone was asking about it, so we'll be on that one.
Objection handling. Angela, you're too expensive. Get off.
Bye-bye.